It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the NFC South. It's the Falcons and the reigning NFC champs, next on EA Sports.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Matt Ryan, the longtime Falcon, a veteran who's been in the league since '08, ready to guide this Atlanta offense.
And he comes off an incredible performance in the opener. 5 touchdown passes. Now look, you always want to start strong, but I think that's more than anyone, including himself, could have expected.
And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Ryan. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan getting this ball out wide for Davis. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. On 3rd down, Ryan. He's got White here. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize is he's well short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. Always fun to get a peek at Tom Brady as he gets in place to command this offense for Tampa Bay.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
First carry now for Keyshawn Vaughn. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And they're going to get to him. That is going to be a safety. Tom Brady taken down in the end zone. Well, we thought these 2 defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. On the return, it's White. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The numbers for Pitts in that game a week ago. 6 catches, 76 yards, and a touchdown. Throwing again on second down. Ryan.
And they've gone to him early in this one. I sense a theme, one that I expect to continue throughout this contest.
The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's third down. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's fourth. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And, of course, coming off the safety the last time they had the football. I never want that.
No, that's pretty unique, too, isn't it? When you give up points that way and the scoreboard, you look up and it says 2-0, it can throw you a little bit. Let's see if they can put that to the side and move forward.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
On first down, they go back to Vaughn again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Brady gives this one to Vaughn. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Play action. Now it's Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10, down at the 33. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Now a second down and 6. Brady. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Vaughn. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working. I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And this is caught at the 8. And the Bucs are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
I'd have to say we're all a little bit surprised there, because at his age, with his speed, or should I say lack thereof, the only rushing touchdowns I would expect are on quarterback sneaks. But here, he found all of his guys covered, and he said, why not? And by the way, if that doesn't fire up your team to see the veteran like that risking his body for the touchdown, I don't know what will.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Atlanta regains possession of the football. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Keep playing hard.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Ryan. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. That catch good for only a yard, and it will be 3rd down. Oh, he's got his tight end Pitts complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. 1st and 10 at the 19. They go back to the ground now with Davis. Still shedding tackles. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mike Davis. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 2. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
They imposed their will on that last drive. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Vaughn on the handoff. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Well, this defense for the Falcons, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10, it's Ryan again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Shaquille Barrett in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Quarter 9-7 our score. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Now it's Ryan. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. They'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return is Peterson. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
To throw again on 2nd down, Brady. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. I think this crowd not really sure what to make of things. Their guys have not looked very good. Their leader here at the top, he hasn't looked that great either.
And most of the time you hear guys talk about how they don't let the crowd affect them or they block it off. Well, that's not really fully true, because a lot of the times you ride the wave of emotion with a crowd when it's positive for you. In this case, they've got to find a way to shake it off and at least get something done to maybe put the crowd back on their side.
Absolutely. Give these guys something to cheer about. Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3, just get the ball right to the receiver.
It's the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step, like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. A run with Vaughn out of the gun. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory.
I don't care what level of football you play. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's a handoff to Vaughn. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The end result, 21 yards.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Vaughn. And He gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cameron Brate there to make the grab. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And here now come the Falcons. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 31, Ryan. Right back to Pitts again. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Ryan on target to Pitts, first down, Falcons.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. From just shy of midfield, Ryan. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Play action for Davis. Now Ryan. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
The Falcons on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Short throw caught by Pitts. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And McManus able to put it through, and that will push the lead up to 5. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would.
And the ball pops out. Vaughn fumbled it. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first down carry for Davis. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Running out of the gun with White. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Here's Ryan to throw. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The kick by McManus is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field. Definitely
a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here.
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
That's caught by Howard. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady will get this to his running back, Edmonds. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. Now Brady again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. Second quarter, a guy like him, no catches, so that's the surprising part. But they're winning, so maybe they've been able to do some other things effectively, I guess.
And they found other ways, haven't they? Because the receivers would tell you, offense needs to run through us, but they're managing to get it done in this ball game without having to actually do that. I wouldn't expect them to stay silent for the rest of the game, though.
Yeah, you got to think that his first catch is coming at some point. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And it's complete right back to Ridley. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He completes this to Russell Gage. And out of bounds right around the 20. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Throwing again on second down. Ryan. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Ryan. His pass caught at the 4. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Second down and goal. Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons would extend their lead here just before halftime. So this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead is up to 15 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was the Ravens who get the win at home. J.K. Dobbins, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, let's get over to the Rockies and check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, 3 touchdown passes as his guys moved to 2-0 on the young season. And then finally, a good one on Monday Night Football to wrap up the week between the Buffalo Bills and the Cleveland Browns. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And they've had all sorts of success thus far tonight throwing the football, as they're on pace to throw for 300-plus yards if things continue the way they've been going. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Brady now to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This is Vaughn. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. From the 24, Brady. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Open man has got it. It's complete. Touchdown. Chris Godwin, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Koo now for the point after. And this one's back to an 8-point game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. That's caught left side, the tight end Pitts. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Ryan going to give this to Davis. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They go again with Davis. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Davis, and down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Ryan. He'll drop this off for Davis, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now it's Ryan. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Joe Tryon just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's a give to Davis. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long. 3rd and 15 to be exact. He's got it, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Here's Ryan. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Kyle Pitts.
His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards. But, hey, it's third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. 3 yards to gain there, second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw again on second down. Brady. That'll be dumped off to Vaughn, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Vaughn. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Staying on the ground with Vaughn. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. To throw is Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Shaquille Barrett bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
On second down now, it's Davis. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. From the gun on third down, Ryan. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. And now Matthews couldn't really tell what happened there defensively, but he's still down. We'll check on his status when we get back.
The Falcons send out their punter, standing just about on his own goal line. Now it's Peterson, and he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady targeting Godwin once more, this time complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Fighting through pressure. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And his kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And this is how the game has trended for him numbers-wise. He's really picked it up. And I got to be honest, I don't know schematically. This is where I need you. What does the defense need to do to get back to that start that they had on him?
You've got to harass him early in his route. Right off the line of scrimmage, someone needs to be there. So it's not what we call a free release where he just gets into the route so easily. Because once he builds up momentum and speed, forget it, you're done. Knock him off of that, chip away at his timing, and then make sure you have a second person there in the vicinity as well. Too big and too strong usually for one person to handle.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Here's Ryan to throw. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down, and he's also over 190 receiving yards now. What a game. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Joe Tryon his second sack of the night. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan, he'll get that out to the flat to White. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 14. Now it's Ryan. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers are right back in this football game. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And he's brought down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Brady now on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Grady Jarrett able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Another try after the first down sack. Brady to Evans on the slant. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
17 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Brady going to throw. There's Evans again, complete. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Brady now to throw.
He'll check this one down to Vaughn.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Toward the pylon, caught. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. O.J. Howard from 6 yards away.
And the Bucs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Atlanta now coming out on the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And here's Davis to run again on second. Powering his way forward. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 77 yards on the ground for him so far. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose, and boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Again, Ryan. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Now, that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So take away the touchdown there as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. And that will be incomplete. Something
something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here's Brady and the Bucs. Down by 8, 2:05 to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. Throwing on first down is Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Brady. This one swung out to Vaughn. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as they understand where they are in the field?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. And that is incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Brady to throw. Evans has it left side. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That's caught by Howard. First down, Tampa's Brady hooks up with Howard. Now Brady. He's able to find Miller. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw as this play will stand as is. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. One final try now for Brady. And this is going to be caught on the final play, a touchdown. How about that? And a two-point conversion now will send us to overtime. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it is caught. They got it. So a touchdown and a two-point conversion with no time remaining. And we're off to overtime. I think we just witnessed the ultimate head-scratching moment. All they needed was the extra point to win the game, and they don't get the 2 points right. Why did they go for the two-point conversion?
It is a head-scratcher, but I go back to when we sat down with them in our meeting, and they just kept coming back to special teams has just been not very good in practice this week. I wonder if that ghost loomed over them and decided not to kick it there and go for two, but still, I think your odds are a whole lot better just snapping and putting it down and kicking.
Yeah, I'm not buying it. You got to kick the extra point. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Throwing again on second down. Ryan. It's hauled in by Shepard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards that time for number 19.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
First down, Davis. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And here's Davis to run again on second. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. That actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Back now comes Tampa Bay. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Brady. They'll set up the screen to Vaughn. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold it for just a short gain.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it, because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually telling your coach, come on, coach, we can get it. We have that play call. And the head coach has to remember, that play call likely isn't there. Punt the ball away. Punt it away. Be smart.
Trust your defense.
Trust them.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Joe Tryon able to record his 5th sack of the season.
But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
And that nearly picked off. Oh, that would have been a big INT here in overtime. Instead, they'll get another shot on 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sheldon Richardson, his 2nd sack of the night.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
And Ryan's throw into the hands of Pitts here.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Here's Ryan. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. So out come the Bucs now. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored. That's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let a team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickel and dime down the field.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light is still on for him.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 39, Brady. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Brady going to try and throw on third down. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And fights through one man. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score and OT finishes it off, but all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and working on this game, I had it in the back of my head. We could get to overtime, just the way this game went, the ebb and flow of it all. And then to get there and finish it what I would call an old school way, a running play, because in today's NFL, we throw the ball to ring the bell, don't we?
Not there. They ran it in. And again, just a great, great game that we bore witness to. So for Tampa Bay, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.